In the heart of Richmond's ever-vibrant food scene, Chaan culture is thriving. A uniquely Hong Kong blend of East meets West comfort food served fast, hot, and without pretense. Today we're at Silver Tower Cafe Restaurant, a long-standing favorite that's known for doing the classics right. The menu here is impressively extensive, offering something for everyone at every hour of the day. Whether you're in the mood for a hearty Chaan classics like beef tau fun and pork chop rice, or craving some classic, timeless Chinese dishes, you'll find plenty of options to satisfy your hunger. It's a true celebration of comfort food that caters to all tastes and times, making it a go-to spot for any meal of the day. We are here for the staples, dishes that have anchored Chaan menus for decades: beef tau fun, gan cao ngao ho, beef brisket curry, ca lei ngao lam, and baked pork chop rice, gok zhi pa fan. Let's see how Silver Tower, or ngan zhou, stacks up. Each entree was served with a complimentary soup and drink, a nod to the complete Chaan experience. We went with the classics: a velvety cream soup, gei nim tong, and the traditional Hong Kong borscht, lo song tong. The cream soup was on the milder side, almost understated in its flavors. In contrast, the Hong Kong borscht, lo song tong, delivered a very vibrant tomato profile with that unmistakable classic tang that perfectly complements the rich entrees. And to top it off, we got the Hong Kong milk tea, nai cha, lemon tea, dong ling cha, and the lemon water, dong ling shui, all classics, and they were all done well. We start with beef tau fun, also known as beef ho fun. A simple yet essential test of wok technique is a generous portion with silky, flat rice noodles and slices of marinated beef. The beef is nicely tenderized and soft, exactly how it should be. The noodles are smooth, not greasy, and you can tell they were cooked with care. That said, the flavor is on the mild side, not as deeply savory as some, but if you're pairing it with saltier mains like the curry and the tomato sauce dish, it actually balances the meal well. A good beef ho fun is all about that perfect blend of smoky flavor and simple, satisfying texture. It starts with high heat that gives the dish its signature wok hei, a smoky charred kick that you can really taste. The beef should be tender and well marinated, cooked just right so it stays juicy, while the wide rice noodles, ho fun, need to be soft with a bit of chew without clumping together. It's really about balancing the umami from the soy sauce with a touch of sweetness and maybe a hint of spice, all pulled together by a quick, skillful cooking. And when everything comes together, you've got a dish that's as comforting as it is delicious. Next, the beef brisket curry, ca lei ngao lam, a dish that brings warmth and richness in every spoonful. Hong Kong style curry is milder than Southeast Asian versions, but it's deeply aromatic, almost stew-like. The brisket is tender and the curry has that creamy texture that clings to the rice beautifully. There's a mellow spice here that doesn't overpower, it just comforts. A good Hong Kong style beef brisket is all about that melt in your mouth beef and rich, comforting gravy. The brisket should be slow cooked until it's tender, practically falling apart with each bite while still holding on to its flavor. The curry itself is mild yet deeply aromatic, blending a mix of spices that deliver just a hint of heat without overwhelming the dish. It's creamy and thick with a subtle sweetness and a savory depth that pairs perfectly with fluffy rice. In essence, it's a dish that marries tender meat with a well-balanced, hearty sauce for a truly satisfying comfort meal. And then the baked pork chop rice, 焗豬扒飯, a Chaan Teng signature. You get fried bone-in pork chops on top of fried rice, all smothered in a tangy tomato sauce topped with melted cheese. The baked pork chop rice came out piping hot, a generous portion with golden bone-in pork chops layered over a bed of fried rice, then smothered in a tangy tomato sauce. The pork was hearty, it was well fried, with that satisfying bite you want from a proper cutlet. And the sauce, bright, slightly sweet, with just the right acidity to cut through the richness. It ties the whole dish together beautifully. The only downside, the fried rice underneath was a bit inconsistent. Some parts had that wok fried aroma and flecks of egg, while other bites felt a bit undercooked or steamed rather than truly fried. Still, for comfort food, it absolutely hits the spot. A good baked pork chop rice nails a balance between crispy, well-fried pork chops and comforting, flavorful rice. The pork chop should have a satisfying crunch on the outside while staying juicy and tender inside, ideally with the bone, adding a bit more flavor and heartiness. It's all tied together with a rich tomato sauce that's tangy and sweet, cutting through the savory elements to bring everything together. And when the dish is baked just right, you get a harmonious mix of textures, the crispy edges of the pork and the soft, infused rice, making each bite a nostalgic nod to classic comfort food. Silver Tower doesn't reinvent the classics, it leans into them, from the tender beef brisket to that comforting pork chop rice dish. It's the kind of spot that reminds you why Chaan Teng food has stood the test of time. Silver Tower nails the classics with big portions, comforting flavors, and a menu that's got something for everyone. If you're into the Chaan Teng crawl, hit the subscribe and drop your favorite spot in the comments below. We're always down to try more.